Hey guys! Today I have an incredibly bright soap that I'll be making. This was a child design. My 5-year-old, now 6-year-old, designed this soap. And I did tweak a few little things based on his design, but I really wanted to do what he had in mind. So I tried to stay as true to the design as I could. This is fairly a simple design, actually. It just has 3 layers of 3 different colors and then 3 different colors of frosting on the top. So here I'm splitting off into 3 equal parts the 3 different colors. This one is that bright fluorescent yellow. I love this color. It is a neon from Mad Micas. I found that certain colors, purple, orange, yellow, they just kind of go flat unless you anchor them with a neon. So if you really want a bright, vivid color, anchoring a more muted color with a neon, even if you add just a little bit of a neon color, it really helps to brighten the color up. Alright, so here I am pouring that first layer in. The scent that I used today in this batch was a blend, actually, of 2 accelerating fragrance oils, both from the Midwest Fragrance Company. And acceleration is not always a bad thing. I know it gets a bad rap, especially if you're trying to do an intricate design. But in today's design, it worked perfectly because layers need to set up in order to sustain the weight of the next layer. So this was perfect. The scents were pink guava and black currant and absinthe. And I mixed those two 50-50 with each other, and they smell amazing. I'm so happy with the scent. And this pink is my soul color. It is Pretty Kitty from Mad Micas. I love it. I try to sneak it in anywhere I possibly can. And sneak is an understatement because you cannot really sneak a color like that in. It shines bright. So there she is going in for the last layer of this batch. And because the fragrance oils were accelerating, I did not have to wait long for these frostings to be ready. I just used base oils. I just made my batch a little larger of a size than normal, and then I used what was left over for the frosting on top. It's not a special recipe. It's the exact same recipe as my base oils. Like I said, it's just leftover. I have done it where it's a different recipe for the frosting, but I just found it was too much work. And if I can save some steps, I want to save some steps. So I just used the same piping bag from yellow to orange. And it's really cool how the yellow was still in there as I was piping on the orange. So it's kind of a two-toned look for a while until that orange really comes out, and then this hot pink going in. It's perfect piping consistency, and I love this piping tip. I got my piping tips in a set with these reusable piping bags that I absolutely love. I love these piping bags. They're so easy to clean and reuse. They're much less stiff than traditional piping bags. They're just so easy to work with. So I got this whole kit from Amazon. I think it was like $8. It was perfection. It was right within my budget, and it was one of those instances where I spent a little less than I thought I would, but it really turned out to be a great deal, and they work great. It's a great piping tip and set. It's a whole set. And this did go through a fairly hot gel phase, so I didn't have to wait as long to cut these. This was probably 8 hours after pouring. It went through full gel. There wasn't a partial gel, and these bars are still warm after cutting. So yeah, they weren't too hot to handle. Like if it's still flaming hot, I'm not going to touch them. I'm not going to work with them. I would usually let those cool down, but this one was easily workable. So there's my business stamp. I got that from Amazon, and this sliding stamp I also got on Amazon. The one that I got is no longer available, but really it's just a cheap biscuit stamp. You could get those at kitchen stores or on Amazon. I think mine was $5, and it makes such a cool customizable effect on your soaps. I just love it. So I did dip the stamp in a bit of mica from the same color of that pink, and it did get messy as I stamped, so I just spray it with rubbing alcohol and wipe with a paper towel, and that cleans it up for a nice finish. I don't have a fancy beveling tool. I just use a potato peeler, and it's worked great for the soaps that I have made. Here they are, Fiesta. They smell fabulous. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of soap making.